And we are live, guys. Welcome to Berlin. It has been a while. Yes, it has. As mentioned on the live stream today, I told you guys. And Barry is first again. Oh, dang, Barry. Welcome to the show. What up, Barry? How are you always so early on the live streams? As hey, Lowe's R, Mystic, Charlie, Yilbert, Rick, Jasper Ninder. Wow, so many people. Muhammad, Andre. Wow. I cannot keep up. All right, let me tell people we are live in the Telegram. Then we'll be good to go. Hey, what's up, guys? What's up? Welcome to the show. We are live. Okay, let's see here. Give me a few minutes, guys. Okay, and my spreadsheet, right? So I don't share the spreadsheet, but I do take a screenshot of the spreadsheet, right? I share it every week or so, right? So that's the best place to do that. And guys, I'm sorry for not doing this in over 2 weeks, but guys, we've been busy making moves. I have so much that I want to share with you guys. I can share a little bit of it, right? It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. We're taking crypto mainstream, right? Why is the mastermind group not working? I'm not sure what you're talking about, but with the comments, maybe I can. Maybe I can. Okay, let's see. Okay, maybe I cannot keep up with the comments. Okay, hold up. Okay, gonna start a new voting thing on Mentimeter. I'm still trying to find a better alternative to Mentimeter, but until then, we will have to just leverage what we have, right? So, people are gonna be probably asking me, "Hey, Ian, what are your top ICOs right now?" Right? If you're following me on my Telegram channel, alerts or group channel, you should know that by now, right? But my top ICOs at the moment, number one, coming in from out of nowhere, basically, the winner of our pitch competition in London at the Crypto World Tour, Sparkster. I had that as a Hall of Fame over 90%. Had a chance to meet the team in Amsterdam. They came over there, pitched, and won. They were chosen as a fan winner. Based off of that as well, the next day I had a meeting with them. Got a chance to see a demo of their dapps platform, the IDE development platform. But I really wanted to see more of the actual blockchain, right? So I asked the team for a follow-up demo. Then a few days later, just a bunch of marketing stuff, right? Because that seems to be the new hype, the new trend for all these blockchains from Gochain and every new blockchain coming up saying, hey, we can scale to a bajillion TPS, right? So to me, I don't really take that into account when I'm scoring it. People say, hey, Ian, why is it scoring so well? I mean, if you just look at the team, it's an all-star team, right? All-star advisors, blockchain, right? So with my new grading system, right, the new update, I heavily favor blockchains because blockchains are infrastructure projects where the value is, right? And if the value is there, right, it's kind of where you want to put your money is because that's where we've been having the best returns from Icon, OneChain, Zilliqa, Neo, Stratus, Ethereum, right? Blockchain, Bitcoin, right? And then token metrics are really good, right? They have a very low token supply, right? So, I mean, the data just kind of backs it up. I'll probably do an official review whenever or if I get a chance. I do plan to have an AMA with Sparkster probably on Friday, right? So stay tuned, and they will be giving us a demo, right? So hopefully you guys can attend that. Mark your calendars. How am I doing on the audio, guys? I haven't had a chance to test it out. Just let me just pull this up here to make sure you guys can hear me fine. Right, I have this mic on here in my hotel room. All right, so let's see. All right, over 1,000 people. Okay, audio is working. Audio is working. Listen to myself. Oh, by the way, guys, it's one of those low key nights. So cheers to the moon, to the guys. I want to give a shout out to. I'm drinking wine, by the way, not grape juice. Anyway, you want to give a shout out to Everybody who came out to our event so far, tour, last event was the Berlin event. Great turnout, right? I think about 200 people were there. Had a chance to even have one of the biggest German rappers there, Cool Kavas. He's basically the German, basically. And we may be doing the song with him, guys. So stay tuned, stay tuned. That was pretty dope. Hey, what's up, Amado? CMT in the house. Tupac, Muhammad, Miss Marie. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the show. All right, Word for Danger. Yeah, guys. I mean, the reason I haven't been doing many live streams because I'm always trying to push guys, right? As you guys know, I'm never really want to stay stagnant, right? I mean, I kind of want to really push forward and just keep on innovating, right? I mean, a spreadsheet back when nobody had a spreadsheet publicly available, that open source, right? We're basically the pioneers of the first open source trigonometric spreadsheet, and now we've built this big community. We have lots of other ICO analysts now doing their own spreadsheets, right? And then we try to push it forward with the vlog, basically trying to create this really in the day, everyday life of a cryptocurrency investor to show people that, hey, these are real people, not just a bunch of people in the dark web, real people with credible careers staking their lives and careers into this space because it's real, it's legit, right? I mean, I give my career from IBM to go full time into crypto and just kind of documenting that process and really really now it's turning into a TV show. And I keep on saying this is going to be a TV show, right? And by the way, shout out to Crypto Crow. He also got TV shows, I think in CBS, like a local station, right? So shout out. But yeah, guys, we've been pitching this. We went to LA. We flew all the way from in Santiago, LA, to Los Angeles, LA, California, for a week because we're making Hollywood moves, right? So stay tuned. We have lots and lots of big news. I mean, we officially have a office now in Los Angeles, right? I'm basically working on a new marketing and branding agency to work with, and I'm their first crypto client. And this is the same. This is the same. See that with Will Smith, Justin Timberlake, Beyonce. I'm just excited to work with them. Okay, people saying audio getting in and out. Okay, just stop then. How about this, guys? Audio working better now? This mic's going out on me. How's the audio now, guys? Better? All right, cool. Yeah. So, I mean, just really glad to be working with the same agency. And this agency now is making big moves for us, man. I mean, we're now getting corporate sponsors. We're about to scale up, right? We're currently pitching our TV show, Diary of a Made Man, to some networks, right? And I mean, we're just so excited to possibly give this to the whole world and introduce them to crypto, right? Via the Diary of a Made Man series and via audio is beautiful now, right? Just kind of via the stuff we're doing, right? So we're making content, we're making music videos, right? I mean, shout out to our event in London. London family came through. Oh man, what a great time in London. I mean, to a point that one of our people at our events there was actually the video producer that made Drake's music video Nice for What, right? I mean, he loved our music, the stuff we are doing. He's also into crypto. He's working on a crypto drama, right? So we got a chance to really connect. And now, guys, we're working in the process for the last week, planning it out, working with Drake's video producer to make the next music video, right? So planning on making a music video for Crypto Slowdown, right? And planning to make a music video for 100x, which has gone pretty viral, right? So based on the feedback and the comments, you guys love those two songs. So I mean, we're just honored that Drake's video producer would want to work with us to make this music video. I mean, so this is why when I say I'm sorry, guys, that I haven't been able to make the live streams as often as possible. I mean, well, the plan is next time you'll be tuning in from your TV, whether it's Netflix or CNBC or whatever network we get our show onto, right? And that's just the first show, right? I told you guys, we're taking crypto mainstream, right? So thank you guys for all the support, for all the love. You know, I love meeting you, all you guys all across the world. Right now, we're doing the European tour. Right on Friday, we're going to Prague. The Prague event is on Saturday, right? So make sure you go to my site, ianbalina.com, click the events tab, and sign up. There's still some tickets for some places, right? Most are sold out. Prague is already sold out. The next after that is Bucharest, which I believe is almost sold out, right? But guys, looking forward to all the cool stuff, all the cool people we're meeting. I love hearing your stories. I love hearing how you guys made a 10x, 100x, or whatever, right? So guys, all right, so let's get to the show. Let me open up the floor for questions. Okay, so if you want to ask any questions, guys, go to menti.com, menti.com, and use the code 651487, 651487 by going to menti, menti.com, right? Put in your questions there. Get it again, right? Because I go through so many ICOs that sometimes you forget why you passed on something, right? So let me pull this up here real quick and give you guys my opinion and why I passed on this. Oh, guys, first of all, I gotta say this. I mean, hey, congratulations to all those who are holding X through the dip, right? I mean, hey, even me, guys, I gotta be honest. And sometimes I did not believe, and sometimes I was not a believer, right? But hey, all that matters is I still held my bag, and we got a 20x out of that. So cheers to that, guys. To the moon, to the moon. Right? So congratulations to everybody. I mean, we turned the L into a W. We're bouncing back. Go to zero now, and I'll always love X because it got me a 20x. Right? I made that money and I ran. Well, not really. I'm still holding X. It is still my largest position now, which is surprising, right? Because me and Ugo were joking about this other day. I mean, X at one point, I think even still now, let me pull this up here real quick, had outperformed Gochain, right? Taking into the account the airdrops, right? For those, because if you look at any ROI for X online, it's always wrong because they don't take into account the airdrops, which is free money. I think they give you like 7% of whatever token you have. I mean, well, the number of tokens you have every month. So if you were holding that bag for like 5 months, I think it's been at what 3-4 months, whatever, right? And that's free money, man. Free money, baby. All right. Anyway, as you guys are sending in your questions and they're coming in, right? Oh wow, they're coming in a lot. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, so I'll give you guys maybe 5 more minutes. Let's say 3 more minutes to submit your questions, right? And then we'll kind of go from there, right? So keep your questions coming, right? So anyway, let me pull this up here, right? So if we compare the ROI of X with the airdrop, it's like a 14x according to the numbers I have, right? With the monthly airdrops, which is pretty good. I mean, I'm not even sure what price Gochain is anymore, right? But anyway, X has made all of us a ton of money, right? So anyway, back to the first question, Essentia. Okay, I don't think I have the right site here. Let me try to pull up the right site. Essentia.1, decentralizing the power of data. All right, let's see. The next generational layer of interoperability and data. Okay, so integrated with Akasha, the social network Vitalik is advising. Interesting. Yeah, I'm trying to see why I passed on this. Might have been the roadmap. Let's see. Company as well. Okay, maybe I. Okay, just give me a minute, guys. Here, as I pull up the roadmap. Okay, Q2 pre-alpha of device for the hardware. Single nodes. I think it might have been the roadmap. Full block time rollout software. Okay, I think it might have been the roadmap regarding the. Anyway, guys, I can't really give much on this. I'll have to go back and look at this again and see why I passed on it, or if I did pass on it, or it was just from my initial glance. But anyway, I have been hearing a lot about it, right? But anyway, so next question people have is Gochain mainnet is live, already doing 1300 TPS. what is your opinion about them? That is great for them, but I'm passing on it. I already passed on this a while back, mainly because I thought the team could have been stronger. And you guys know I'm a stickler for all-star teams, which is my subjective opinion, right? But hey, guys, as I mentioned before, right? I should have said this before the show. This is not financial advice. I'm not always do your own research. Consult a big financial advisor before investing in ICOs. ICO investing is risky. You can lose all your money. Only invest what you're willing to lose, right? You can lose everything, right? There've been scams out there, right? Always do your own research and come to your own conclusions as any adult will. Right? With that being said, my conclusion is I pass on Gochain, and it's mainly because of the team. And if I'm not a fan of the team, I'm never in for the most part, right? Because me personally, when I'm investing for the long-term horizon, right? And I think people like Gochain because they had a small cap. I mean, it's great that they have a main net, right? So looking forward to see how that will do, right? But it's not something that I participated in. But a good job that they put something out. But I heard somebody saying something about them. I think they changed something about the token. I'm not sure whether it's the token delivery or the token they're using. I think I saw it somewhere on Telegram. Somebody was complaining about how they changed something after the ICO. Rweave.org, is it the next moon? Not in my opinion. I already passed on this a long time ago, and it was same thing. I passed on it because of the team, not an all-star team in my opinion. Okay, next question. Thought on Fantom. And I've been getting a lot about this, Fantom. I mean, Fantom seems attractive, but I'm passing on that too. Not because of the team. I didn't even get to the team part, right? So, for those who don't know, when I look into an ICO, right, the way my grading system, which is something I do for me, right, not customized to anybody else, or you guys should always do your own system of grading, right? But the first thing I look for is a prototype, and Fantom has no prototype. I mean, they're not launching a mainnet until 2019 Q3. Right, that's 2019 Q3. Right now we're in 2018 Q2. Right, so I don't know about you. I mean, that's more than 1 year away. I mean, so once tokens come out, what's going to keep the price up? I mean, they're going to have a hell of a. They'll have to have tons and tons of partnerships and big news to announce to keep it up. If it's not going to have any dapps on the blockchain or Tango or DAG or whatever they want to call their system, right? Their DAG, right? If they have no dapps on there, if they have no mainnet, I mean, what's going to happen in the 1 year? Like, is an alpha or beta release going to really do much? I mean, maybe a test net, right? But I mean, it's basically a research project. It's very experimental. It's too early to touch, right? So I'm not saying it won't be a great project, but I'm saying the risk to reward ratio is not worth my money, right? I mean, because never forget, guys. I mean, always remember your L's, your losses, right? And one loss that burns me to this day is Tezos. I mean, guys, they said Tezos was going to change the world, blah blah blah. It was going to come out in 3 to 4 months. It's been what, almost a year, over a year. We'll still have no tokens. I mean, they're in a class action lawsuit now. I'm not sure if we'll ever get any tokens, right? So I mean, so if I'm going to put my money into something, I want to de-risk it as much as possible, right? I'm not in the process of funding research projects. I'm in the process of making money. I mean, I'll just keep it 100. I'm a capitalist. I'm an investor. I want an ROI, right? I'm not trying to fund research projects. If they want that, go file for a grant somewhere else, right? Or get a really early stage investor. I'm more of a late stage investor, right? So I'm not going to wait 1 year for 10x. Hey, maybe it could, because I know Cardano had like a 1 year lockup, right? And Cardano is still very experimental, but it has mooned, right? But I feel like Cardano is an outlier and is not something to be treated as the norm. Right? I feel like all the projects that have done really well, especially now, right? Because now you have to understand the market is much, much more saturated. I mean, so an experimental project could have mooned 2 years ago. But now we're like every month, every week, there's a brand new blockchain. I mean, we had Gochain and all these other projects coming out. I mean, so it's going to be a lot tougher for these projects to do well, especially when it's all just a bunch of hot air, right? If they have nothing tangible to offer, right? So that's kind of my opinion on Fantom, right? I know people are bullish on it. I have some friends who are bullish on it, but I'm actually one of my friends is actually advising them, right? But I'm not in the business of just saying something just because something, or just because my friend is working with a company, right? But it's not a project I would touch. All right, next question: Sparkster 100x. In my opinion, that is tough, right? I mean, my personal target for Sparkster, right? Obviously, not financial advice, right? Do your own research, not a buy, hold, or sell recommendation. But my target for Sparkster, in terms of what I think will be a good return, is a 10x, right? Because they're raising 30 mil. If they get to a $300 million cap, that's fantastic. I'll jump that up as a W, keep it moving. Anything above that is like super house money, right? But 100x, that's a $3 billion cap. I mean, not initially, but I mean, it is a blockchain, so maybe down the line I could see that happening, right? Right. I mean, one thing I will say is their team gets it. I mean, they're a bunch of business guys. I mean, he's actually a sales guy, right? Saja, he was a sales engineer at Cisco, All Star as well, right? Over 2 years at Cisco as a sales engineer, right? Same role I had at IBM, right? And they understand both technology, but also more importantly, how to sell it and explain it in a simple manner to regular people, right? Because they had to sell this stuff to Fortune 500 companies, to executives to get them to buy, right? Because you don't eat if you can't sell, right? So the fact that I know having him, he will be a great evangelist for the company, right? Because one of the issues I've kind of been seeing as we're having this crypto world tour and we have these ICO pitches, we'll have really great teams, like amazing teams, right? Well, sometimes, right? But they cannot pitch to save their lives. I mean, these guys could basically have the next Ethereum, the next Bitcoin, but when they go up there to pitch it, they cannot pitch it to save their lives. They make it appear like it's a BitConnect, right? Basically, to explain it in a simple term, right? So I feel like you really have to have people who can really explain and sell a vision, right? I feel like Vitalik has done a pretty good job of doing it, right? I know it's kind of in this community in the blockchain and crypto world, right? It's good to have a developer as a figurehead or as the person as the lead, right? But I mean, if you go in the business world, I mean, CEOs for the most part are CEOs because they can lead. They can lead and sell and get their point across, right? To kind of get that buy-in, not only internally but externally, right? Like that's kind of what Mark had to learn with Facebook, right? And that's kind of what most CEOs have learned, right? Either they know how to do it or they learn, right? But it's kind of going back to this comedy, the show on HBO, Silicon Valley, right? With Piper, what's it, Hendricks, right? Whatever the CEO's name is, right? When he has to pitch or present to the entire audience or his team, he basically pukes, right? I'm kind of seeing that when I see these ICOs pitch, and even though they have great products, I mean, it seems like some of these leaders of these projects are about to puke when they have to pitch in front of a crowd of 600 people. Right? I mean, I'm sure there are growing pains of any entrepreneur. Right? I mean, me myself, I knew I was very shy, introverted, not a good public speaker. Right? But it's something you kind of just work on from just speaking. Right? Whether Toastmasters or just going out there and pitching a lot, right? Or just getting help, right? But even just hiring somebody else who's a better speaker, right? So, for example, with Phantasma, right? Phantasma Protocol, one of the All Stars ICOs of the month, and had a chance to meet him in Amsterdam. And also, they invited me on as an advisor. So, officially, if you've not heard the news by now, I'm advising Phantasma Protocol, right? But anyway, they have two founders. Actually, they have multiple founders, right? But one of the founders is a hardcore developer, not really a public speaker per se, right? But then they have the product guy, right? He comes from a product management background. He's the one who's basically the figure face, the one doing the talking, right? So I think that's a good combination. They kind of both recognize the strengths and weaknesses, right? But anyway, I've gone completely off the deep end, right? Back to the questions. That was me ranting, right? Too much wine. All right. So anyway, Sparkster. I mean, I cannot say a 10x, right? Nothing is guaranteed. Sorry, I cannot say a 100x. Nothing is guaranteed. My personal target for my own, right? By the way, guys, I did participate in Sparkster token sell, right? So my target for like a really great return is a 10x. but do your own research. Am I bullish on Talal? No. They did pitch at my event in Amsterdam as well. And I think I passed on them just based on the event. I'm not let me pull them up here real quick just to confirm I didn't miss anything. The smart way to access smart people with blockchain. I mean, guys, so with my new grading system, it basically you can. I'm basically going to be passing on any DApp that's trying to raise, for the most part, anything over $10 million. I mean, because it's way too much money. I mean, like really. I mean, unless you're a blockchain or infrastructure project doing something great, if you're not a blockchain system, if you're not the next Ethereum, Icon, OneChain, and you're a DApp trying to raise, or even a protocol for the most part, trying to raise 15, $10 million, everything else has to be like 100%. Like all-star, like all-star team, all-star advisors, all-star token metrics. I mean, to compensate for not being a blockchain. I mean, because now you can say I'm really going to almost purely blockchain investments, right? I mean, Fantom protocol, which is not a blockchain at this point in time, so I didn't count it. Although they do plan to fork from Neo and make their own blockchain 1 year from now and start having their own dapps, which is why I think it's going to blow up 1 year from now, right? But Fantom only raised $10 million. Wabi only raised about $10 million. I mean, so any DApp out there trying to raise more than that is, at this stage in time, ridiculous, right? So if I see any DApp trying to raise anything above 15 million or so, I may not even look at token metrics. But anyway, let me go back to the site here, Talal. So the smart way to access smart people with blockchain, explore fields of expertise. Okay, a full range of solutions. Be a diamond in the rough if we're missing something. I'm looking for the token metrics and team stuff. Okay, a bunch of marketing stuff. Okay. We see here that and eMind Hub becomes Talal March 2018. So they rebranded Q2 2018, GAIA alpha release on testnet deployed, ICO Q2, beta release on testnet Q3. All right, so they got something. Okay, so let's see here. So telling us the budget, go to market strategy, looking for token metrics. Okay, 67% of the tokens going to the token sale. That's good. Token supply 150 million. Okay, that's good. That's within a good safe zone or deviation from what is good. Only raising 20 mil. Hard cap. Okay, all right. They better crush out, better have an all-star team. Okay, I have to go look at the entire team, but it's gonna take too long. Okay, I mean, I'm not seeing anybody that jumps out that I know or that is famous. Actually, hold on, Vice President of Havas Group. All right, that's a pretty credible ad agency. Anyway, I have to go back and look into it, but token metrics so far look good. Just gotta look at the team and then see what the overall score is. So I will not rule it out. They did do well on the token metrics in terms of total token supply and percentage of tokens being sold. So let's table that for further research. I think you love HyperNet. Please confirm. I'm not sure where you heard that, but let me look it up. I did hear about it, but I didn't get a chance to do research on it, but I have heard of it. So let's quickly pull that up here. Hey guys, if you're watching this, thank you for joining us. It's been a while since the live stream. Right, I'm enjoying my time here in Berlin. Right, it's been good. Getting ready for Prague. Our 100x day is over. What do I think? It does seem like it, but I don't think they're fully over. I just think, well, I would say 100x in a month to 3 months is probably over. But 100x in a year or so is not over. Right? So that's kind of I guess, what I think of it right now. Hypernet introducing a new infrastructure for computing. Just while we're here, right? Because this is an infrastructure project. Right? So I think that's why. Okay, why not Menti today? We do have Menti, guys. Menti, that's where I'm taking questions. Menti.com, code 651487. Voting is already closed. Right? So that's where I'm taking the questions from. Gochain. Gochain is a good project, right? One of my all-stars for the month. Famosa. I've not heard of that. Gonna look into it. My thoughts on Next Token. So with the new grading system, Next Token got penalized for the score. Right, it's about a 75% or so. Basically, a starter ICO, in my opinion. So I'm not bullish for the ICO, right? But yeah, that's basically it, right? RSK. I mean, Rootstock is going to be good as a technology project, right? They're basically bringing smart contracts to Bitcoin, which is going to be huge. I mean, they could really possibly dethrone Ethereum, and because all the Ethereum dapps can go into Bitcoin, right? So as a technology, it's going to be great. From an investment ROI perspective, I don't think so. I mean, it's right now probably not for me. Crypto Curve passed on that one. Zebi, yeah, Zebi's did pretty well, right? Then it pulled back. Then I was reading in some Telegram groups that it's going into OKX. I know they had a voting competition for that a while back, right? I'm not sure if they've announced anything about that, but I've heard conversations in Telegram groups about it. Okay, looking at the team here, founder of Hypernet. Okay, I'm looking at Ivan. Okay, I'm gonna look at Todd here. He's their CTO. Okay, who was a graduate research assistant prior to that. Okay. Looking at Daniel here. Okay, Daniel's taking a while to load. So we're gonna fill up on some wine. I'm not drinking anything fancy, just drinking hotel wine here. But I think, guys, we should have a wine ICO. An ICO for wine. I'm just kidding. But anyway, LinkedIn is going pretty slow. Let's go to the next question. But anyway, I think Hypernet, I mean, based off the first few people on the team, it seems very academic. I'm not really a fan for teams that are very academic, right? I feel like you gotta have business experience and expertise in the real world, right? And meeting deadlines and quarterly earnings and all that stuff to run a business, and not just having a PhD, right? So I'll come back to Hyperledger for now. Next platform, NIX, should have one 4.0 features. I mean, one 4.0 is not even out yet. Because one is about to come out with 2.0, right? One 4.0 features faster on the market. One Q4 2019, next Q4 2018. Okay, I mean, I'm not looked into Nix. I have heard of it though, but we can pull that up. So anyway, guys, for this, if you're just watching this, right, we can use this as just a, where's my pen? We can just use this as a way to just kind of take notes on what projects to do more homework on, right? Just kind of basically as a group, as a community, right? So now we have Talal, we have Hyper Network, we got Nix, right? Nix ICO. Actually, I'm getting NYX. I'm not getting a NI Nix. Anyway, I'm gonna have to find the right site for that. But I mean, hey, if it's basically a blockchain or a platform, it's come my attention. Just gotta do more homework on that. Sparkster, and I did not disclose that, that would be illegal. I would be the SEC would be knocking down my doors, and I would be gone. Right. So the fact that that has not happened is by definition tells you your answer. But anyway, I mean, so I'm not sure if people think Sparkster sucks because guys, you have to go back to why we use token metrics, right? So at least for me, you basically have two strategies of investing, right? You have investing in the idea, and you have investing in teams, right? I sit on the camp of investing in teams. I don't invest in ideas, but I mean, I do look at the idea at a bigger level, right? Is it a blockchain? Is it an infrastructure? Is it a DApp? But I mean, I don't really care what the idea is, really. I mean, right? I care more of all-star teams, right, with a product, right, a prototype, meaning that they can execute. It's not just a white paper ICO or pie in the sky. There's something tangible. They've actually shipped a product, right? Whether it's a test net, a mainnet, an alpha, a beta, right? They've backed up their talk, right? They can walk the talk. All-star teams that can walk the talk with great token metrics. That's all I care for, right? I mean, it could be a dApp. I mean, I don't care what dApp it is. They could be doing CryptoKitties for all I care. Right? It could be CryptoKitties, but if it's an all-star team and they have an alpha, a beta, or the full product, and they're using 10 mil with great token metrics, I don't care if it's about cats on a blockchain, right? I'll go in, like, because I go based on the data, not based on how sexy I think an idea is, right? Because the thing you have to realize, right? I'm humble enough to realize that I'm not the best person to judge how good an idea is, right? Because sometimes you could not be the right person for that idea, right? For example, lots of VCs kick themselves because they passed on Airbnb, right? Because they were judging the idea. Why would somebody stay in in a stranger's home? I mean, that's crazy. That's ludicrous. They were judging the idea and they passed on it, right? So I'm not in that business, right? I don't care about the idea. That's how, in a way, sometimes you can invest in crazy ideas, right? I mean, to be honest, I mean, I wasn't the biggest fan of Wabi and the idea. I mean, baby milk formula, RFID tags, and food and all that stuff. I mean, it wasn't for me, but I mean, I could care less. It was a great team with a product and took metrics, right? That's all I had to care for, right? Because I'm basically taking a bet on the team, not a bet on the idea, right? So people say Sparkster is a IDE, what you see, what you get, editor, sort of been out there for a while, whatever. I mean, guys, the demo I saw, I mean, I've not seen anybody doing this with blockchain and smart contracts, right? I know, what was that I see a while back? Blockcat and some others try to do like smart contracts for everybody, right? But they're doing that and they're building their own blockchain. Actually, not their own blockchain. They forked Stellar, right? And they're basically using that to make their own blockchain. But I mean, it's a great team. I mean, I don't see how anybody could deny they're not a great team. I mean, CEOs from Cisco, I think other people from like some other well-known tech companies. I mean, a lot better than any of these other projects, in my opinion. You know, so I mean, I'd rather because let's say you have Sparkster, you have Gochain, or any other project. I mean, they're all blockchains, right? What I look at is which has the better team, Sparkster, Gochain, or whatever other project you're looking at. Who's the better team, right? Because I'm backing people, right? But people with good tokenomics, and to me is good, right? Anyway, next question. My thoughts on P-Chain. I passed on P-Chain a while back. It was in the early phase. It was very experimental. I didn't think they had a prototype. I've been told that they have shipped something now, that they have an update. I've not looked at that. Right? I'm not sure what they shipped exactly, but somebody was telling me that. So I will have to go back and look at it. Right? But I mean, if the ICO is already passed, then it doesn't really make much sense to go back and look at. I can look back at it when it's on exchanges. Am I an advisor to Spinion? Right? But no, I'm not officially on the team or advising them. Does knowing how to code help in analyzing projects? From a technical perspective, yes, but no as well. I feel like developers, I mean, the way we do it, we have a team and we all come to a consensus, right? So, for example, I mean, I have a background as a developer, but any project now that I look at, I have my team look at it as well, right? So, for example, we have one of my friends, Assad. He's a blockchain and AI engineer at IBM Watson, right? So, any project before I go in, I look for him to give it the technical stamp of approval, right? So I'll be like, hey, because he was on the demo with us with the Sparkster, right? I mean, trigonometrics were good, all that was good, but until Assad said yes, we were going to wait for that. And when he said yes, right? So we having a developer is good to kind of do a double check, right? But it's not the end all be all if you're not a developer. You can still invest in good projects and get good returns without being a developer. But it does give you a benefit if you can do both, or if you can have a developer in your team. Right? I think that's probably a good strategy to do. All right. So that's kind of the my thoughts on that. But anyway, next question. Am I investing in my own in the private sales, or do I join pools? Uh, I don't do any public pools at all. I mean, for the most part, I invest with me and my close and my business partners, right? But in terms of any public pools, no. I mean, I don't really invest with anybody else. I mean, usually I'm the one leading the investment round, right? Typically, it's me, and then I bring in other business partners or just other people in my network, right? That's kind of how I do it. But in terms of public pools, I don't do public pools. I mean, you could say it's basically a private pool, right? But I don't do any public pools at all. I mean, I think those are really dangerous. I mean, because you have to know who you're sending money to, guys. So if you don't trust that person, I mean, don't send money. That's straight up, right? People say, how do you create your own groups of people to invest with? Find people you trust, or just go to events in person and meet people, right? And then get to know them. And as you get to know them and trust them, then you can start doing stuff together, right? What is your thoughts on the upcoming project named Harmony? People are saying great things about this. Okay, I'm gonna have to look this one up. Yeah, Harmony ICO to Google. Okay, this Harmony chain. I mean, how many? It is a blockchain as well. How many blockchains are we gonna get? Okay, but this might be actually. I don't think this is what I'm looking for. Let me go to the token drop to the ICO drops link instead. Okay, Harmony Protocol aims to scale blockchains to 10 million transactions per second and 100 millisecond latency. Harmony will bring 1000x speed and capacity to the next generation of the decentralized economy, enabling marketplaces for 10 billion people and 100 billion devices. Okay, let's pull up their site here. Okay, they have no site. Okay, so it seems it's an infrastructure project. They're comparing consensus protocols and transaction speeds per second. Okay, an extended team, part-time of 4, PhD, 3x Google, 2x Apple, graduates from Berkeley, CME, Waterloo, Penn, and Harvard. Okay, all right. Okay, I mean, this definitely has caught my attention. Let me see if we can find the actual site, though. And this site just goes to a Google form. This looks like it's really, really early. I mean, not sure how early you can get. No website, just a Google form. Is this a scam? All right. Anyway, okay, this is worth looking into further, so I'll keep this in mind. I'll table this for later research. All right. Next question. We already answered it enough about Sparkster. Let's go to the next one. One Ledger, I already passed on that. I mean, it was good, but I think back then it was too long, right? In terms of getting the product out. So, in my opinion, they didn't really have a prototype at the time. But as they get a prototype, it will be a better project. Loom end of year price prediction. I can't really do a price prediction on Loom, right? Obviously not financial advice, but my personal target for me, not for you, for me, for Loom, has always been a 50x, right? But I think Loom is going to be the next Dragon Chain, basically. Right? Dragon Chain at the peak did a 50x, then came back down, right? I think Loom, right, in my opinion, for me, right, my personal target is 50x. It's basically done what, a 7x or so, almost a 10x, but it's pulled back, right? I think it's done like it's around what? Let me see what price it's around. It's around 39 cents. ICO price was like 8 cents. So that's about a 5x. Right? It's pulled back up with the market crash, right? Well, not, I guess, correction, whatever you want to call it, right? But so basically from where it is now, that's a 10x, 40 cents to like $4, basically. Right? Is my personal target. Right? Anything above that is ridiculous. Right? The moon landing over is like out of this world. Right? But obviously not a buy, hold, or sell recommendation. All right. Okay. Next question. Opinion about Farmer Trust. It's a decent project, but I'm not investing. Right. I think I had it as an all-star at one point, but when I made the new update, it wasn't an all-star anymore. Right. But I passed on that project. What are my thoughts on Chain? Oh man. Okay, Chain. Yeah, it's been tanking, man. I mean, I'll keep it real, right? Chain is under-delivered, man. Again, in terms of delivering stuff on schedule. It's one of my biggest projects of the year. I can be humble enough to say that it wasn't, based on how things went, not a good move. Right? I mean, like waiting what 6-7 months for 10x, like really. I mean, like to a point, it taught me a lot, right? How liquid a token is matters, right? And there's opportunity cost in a project holding your funds for a while. I mean, because waiting 6 to 7 months for 10x sounds good in theory, but when there are ICOs doing a 10x in 1 to 3 months, I mean, you could have done two 10x's, which is 100x, right? So, I mean, was one chain worth 100x? Was a 10x worth passing up 100x? I mean, to a point, like, I mean, your funds would have been better off in Power Ledger because Power Ledger did a 30x, right? I mean, because Power Ledger came out in a bull market. One chain came out in a bear market, right? So, I mean, one chain could be a better project from technology standpoint than Power Ledger, but as an investment, I mean, he could have put that in Dragon. Dragon Chain did a 50x in 2 months. I mean, so even Dragon Chain was a better investment. Like, so timing matters. How long they lock up your funds for matters. Opportunity cost matters, right? I mean, so what Wanchen told me as well is before investing in any project, you gotta do your due diligence from a code perspective. I mean, because the real play would have been take your Wanchen money because Wanchen came out in September, right? The ICO, right? Imagine if you put that money in an icon or something else, right? And just made the money, then bought Wanchen on exchanges, right? That probably would have been a better strategy, right? So I feel like I could have done more homework on actually vetting their code and all that stuff, right? Maybe that would have slowed me down. right? From going all in. Well, I didn't even go all in, but from being so bullish on it. I mean, I think it's going to do big things, but if I could go back in time, I would have bought it on exchanges as opposed to getting in during the ICO, right? But anyway, that's just kind of hindsight is 2020, right? All right, but anyway, that's my take on Chain. I did notice that Dustin is no longer president of Chain. He's now gone into a new role. I think I'm not sure. I mean, I think maybe I know, but it's just speculation, right? But anyway, I mean, I've been told there's the reshuffling in Chain. Let's just put it like that, right? From people close, not well, close to the company and some advisors, but the reshuffling, right? There's been some disorder that they're trying to clean up, right? And this all I'll really say. All right, next question. Okay, have you looked into Tim blockchain? No, ICO closed after a demo of 100 million transactions per second. This seems like a bunch of BS. World's first GPS powered blockchain. I mean, this is getting ridiculous with these claims. Okay, all right, let me pull up the site here. World's first quantum secure blockchain, elastic DAG architecture, 100 to 100 million TPS. Okay. First thing we ask is, where's the prototype? And you gotta make a claim like that. You gotta have a prototype, right? And based on the content, they said they had one. Let me just double check. Deliver IoT devices with blockchain, February 2017. Foundation setup, development of the project concept and prototypes, November 2017. I mean, this roadmap is pretty vague. Fast, scalable, stable blockchain. Nodes run on AWS EC2 instance and do 50,000 TPS, 6 shards and 36 nodes. Okay, hold up. So 50,000 TPS, 36 nodes. That's about 1,400 TPS per node. They're comparing themselves. Anyway, so if you're gonna do this team real quick, looks like they're based in India. Okay, I mean, team looks good, but let me just double check to see their backgrounds. Okay, we got Prabhat Singh. Okay, he's been okay. I'm saying they're based in Singapore. Founder and CEO on this company for 5 years. Associate Director UBS almost 2 years. Capco Senior Consultant for a year. JP Morgan 3 years. Lean leader. Consultant 3 years. Okay, I mean that seems credible. Let's go to the next guy. Vipin Brahma. Capgemini 1 year 10 months. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Lokesh Kumar. Capco for 4 years. Let me just pull up info on Capco real quick. Capco is a global management consultancy in financial services. a private company. All right. Okay, let me look at some of the other people here. There's this guy from Microsoft. All right, so let's check him out. Microsoft 1 year, 4 months. Morgan Stanley 7 months. RBS 1 year. Credit Suisse 2 years, almost 3 years. All right. Okay, so we got that dude. We got the CEO from JP Morgan. Let me look at this other guy. Okay, so they got it's basically 2 all-stars so far. If you're looking at Prashant Singh, okay. Anyway, I mean, so 2 all-stars. Let's look at the advisors real quick. I definitely want to make sure these claims are real. So I wouldn't touch this without seeing a demo, at least me personally. They did have a GitHub, so maybe we can pull that up. Okay, I'm trying to find token metrics. Okay, so let's see here. ICOs are starting in 31 days. 1.1 billion total tokens is kind of a lot. 15 cents per token. Raising 19 million. Let's see here. 37% of the ICO. That's not so good. 2% pre-ICO, 39%. Then seed investors. Okay, is this an exit plan for seed investors? That's what it looks like. So 29 plus 37 plus 2. 70% of tokens are being sold. If we take that number, then that's a decent number, right? But okay, I mean, so far, this seems decent. I'm gonna have to do more research on it. It does move up my queue of products to do research on. Looking at one of the advisors here. Okay, manager at Prolifics. I used to work with them. They're an IBM business partner. Morgan Stanley, 10 months. Citigroup, 4 years. Tata Consultancy, a year. Emphasis, almost 2 years. All right. Cahill Pure. Okay, let's check him out here. Media Planet Publishing House. Okay, looking into the next person here. Warren Whitlock. Okay, he's a Coin Agenda. Okay, going to the next one. Okay, I think that's it. All right, I mean, now this definitely, out of all the projects I've looked at, this is probably gonna go to the first ones I look at. Probably that and Hypernet. Harmony didn't really have much on their site, so it seems like they're either not ready or their token metrics suck and they're trying to hide them, right? Which both are not good, right? But anyway, yeah, I mean, that's definitely worth looking into it. Am I investing in Hashgraph? No. Hashgraph, I mean, putting technology aside, technology can be the best in the world, right? But as an investment, as an investor, right, if they're raising $200 million for 4% of the tokens, I mean, what ROI are you going to get? I mean, if it does a 10x, that's $2 billion, right? But yeah, I mean, token metrics suck on that basically. So they can keep the technology to themselves, and I'll keep my money. Okay, all right. Next question. So I'm taking questions from Menti guys. Am I dating someone? When are you going to find your moonmate? No, I'm not dating anybody at the moment. I am in some early phases with some. It's early right now. Let's just say that. But no, I'm single at the moment. And whenever I find my moonmate, it'll be a real moon landing, a real one, right? Uh, am I into guys? No, I'm not. I respect people that are, but it's not for me. I like the female gender. Danish chicas. I've not been to Denmark. Okay, all right. You guys are funny. Okay, Newton project. I want to look into that. I passed on the key a while back. But anyway, let me go back to the questions on Menti. Crypto curve, hard pass. Not going to touch it. I mean, team's not an all-star. Okay, what do you think about my? What the heck? How do? Is that an ICO? I have not looked into it. $8 million market cap. I've not touched. IoTeX, did you look at it? Next Zilliqa gains in your opinion? Yes, I did look into IoTeX probably 1 to 2 months ago. But I think their private sale had sold out, and the token metrics I had were only for the private sale. I don't think they had public token metrics. Actually, if you go to my spreadsheet, IoTeX was the code name IoT, right? That was the one, right? Not that creative, right? But hey, people still didn't know what it was at that time. Right? Let me check it out again. Um, okay, I'm seeing here testnet preview has been released. It's also an infrastructure project, I believe, right? Powered by a privacy-centric blockchain. I think that when I looked at it, the team was good. It was just getting token metrics on the entire token cell. Because I had a friend who was, I think, part of the private cell, and he gave me some of the metrics, but they didn't. I wasn't sure whether they're even going to have a public sale or if that was going to change token metrics, right? Because I think the funds they had raised had only been privately, and it was 20 something million, I believe. Don't quote me on that. All right, but anyway, it seems like they only want to raise privately, so probably not gonna do much more digging into that. So am I bullish on it? I mean, the team was good. They claim to have a product. I mean, I would personally first look to see for ask for a demo for the product before investing. That's kind of what I do for any infrastructure project nowadays, because most of them will just straight up lie and be like they got a prototype. It's just like super early stage stuff because they want to. These ICOs want your money, guys, and they'll do anything to get your money, especially if they know they're raising money globally, and most of the investors are not in the U.S., especially if they ban the U.S. Right? They know, hey, if anybody's going to sue them, it's going to be hard, right? But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Go Network, not touching that. I was advising them till I came to the conclusion that they were shady and got out. Um, yeah, so I'm not going to touch that. No plans to invest. I felt like they're trying to turn into a money grab. Didn't want to be tied to that. So yeah, not touching that. Thoughts on Bora ecosystem? I never heard of that. Let me Google that real quick. Blockchain-based platform and ecosystem with features that will help both developers and partners by providing its own exchange. Okay. The webpage could be done better. I mean, this is very primitive. Let's just say that. Okay, a private blockchain, oh, man. Gochain, really? I mean, we have reached saturation with blockchains now. I mean, there's so many damn blockchains coming out. But hey, I mean, if they get you 10x, I mean, we'll take it. I mean, because let's be real. I mean, most of these blockchains will die, right? I mean, I keep saying 95% of these ICOs will die, but they could die after we have our 10x, right? So, I mean, I'm not here to to care so much, right? As long as we're not taking L's, right, and we're getting our initial investments out, we can. Anyway, back to this. So let's go to the roadmap. Launch, verification, commercialize, first stage. Roadmap has no dates on it. This says first stage, second stage. This is a horrible roadmap. Let's go to the team. Meet the team. Okay, Samsung, NHN, some ecosystem, Accenture. Okay, it seems like an all-star team from initial glance. We'll have to do more homework on this. Actually, see those people actually have LinkedIn's, which is hard because this seems like it's an Asian project and don't really use LinkedIn in Asia, right? So this, I mean, I would not touch this until I've seen a demo of their actual product. With a vague roadmap like this, I mean, that is definitely a warning sign. That's how money grabs start, right? Could be a research project, who knows? I'm going to see if they have a white paper. Okay, no white paper, no GitHub, just a blog. Yeah, nah, I'm gonna skip this for now. But yeah, signs not looking good on that one. And from initial glance, we gotta get it together. My thoughts on blocks route. Okay, let's look this one up. Is this a blockchain as well? We should play a drinking game, right? How many take a sip for every blockchain we take a look at during the live stream, right? So if this is like, let's see what we do. Scaling blockchains today. What we do, scaling blockchains. Blocks route resolves the information propagation bottleneck, allowing all nodes to maintain the consensus over the state of the blockchain, even when mining thousands of transactions per second on chain. Okay. No protocol changes, provably neutral, gradual deployment. Trying to figure out what exactly they do. Are they a blockchain or are they a side chain? Are they like Loom network or something? Like, let's go to FAQs. Okay, so blocks route is a scalability solution which allows all cryptocurrencies and blockchains to scale to thousands of TPS on chain without changing their protocol. Okay, so it's not a blockchain. It's like it's kind of like a lightning network or like Loom is doing with dapps, I believe. Okay, why should we believe them? Developed based on the latest research at Cornell and at Northwestern University. Okay, they claim they can help Ethereum scale. Okay, it says what is different from previous relay networks like Falcon and Fiber. Okay, first the relay network, fly bridge, one confirmation, and okay, those notice table is Raval's fund. One confirmation is the Mark Cuban fund, I believe. Okay, it says no update on token sale yet. Okay, so let's go to the team. Let's see. Okay, LinkedIn is in a different language. let's go to the. Okay, I'm seeing one of these chief scientists. Okay, let's look at this. All right, guys, give me a few minutes here. Okay, so one of the professors at Cornell is behind this as well. Okay, Amin Gun-Sirer, associate professor. So he's an academic, at least based on his LinkedIn. Okay, going to the next guy, Uri Klarman, PhD student, software developer. Okay, PV engineer at Cadence Design Systems. Okay, that's a hardware company. They're making better systems. Anybody who's used, for any computer engineer there who's used Cadence PSpice, that's software I used in college. And that is a public traded company. Over 2 years there, so in my opinion, that is an all-star. And let's see what's going on here. Okay, so we got one all-star there. Then we got somebody else here. We got Alexander Kuzmanovich. Guys. Okay, let's look. Okay, Alexander, professor of computer science at Northwestern. Okay, he's an academic as well. Okay, let me just go through some of these other people here. Sumaya Basu. Okay, let's see here. I'm looking at LinkedIn and the companies to see what actual employees they have. Okay, they got a COO that's not on the website. So they only got their technical people on the site. But on LinkedIn, we can get his page. Okay, so I'm gonna pull him up as looking at Sumayu Basu. Okay, he does have a LinkedIn. So for those who are just joining, we're looking at Bloxroute, BLOXROUTE.com, a scaling solution for all blockchains, supposedly. Okay, so this guy was an intern his whole career. So yeah, okay. On to the next one. All right, so looking at their COO, VP of Engineering at Caminario. Then Director of Product Line Development, Veritas Software for almost 3 years, Symantec for 2 years. All right, those are public companies. Okay, so we got what? We got him. We got the CEO. You're two all-stars right now. We got. I mean, the fact that metal stable and Naval are in makes me think this is going to be private sale only. I'm not even sure if they'll have a public sale. Okay, let's take a look here. Okay, Samsung 2 years, Samsung 12 months. Who's CTO at Samsung? Head of R&D software and services at Google. I mean at Samsung. Okay, yeah. So advisors are legit. Okay, all-star advisors, 2 all-stars. Gotta get the token metrics there, right? So let me look at the white paper. I have a feeling it's going to be a research paper, and it is. Okay, all right, let's take a look here. Yeah, I mean, like, it's hard to turn a research paper into a business, in my opinion. It's yeah, I mean, gonna need tokenomics, but I mean, so far it does check out. Right, at initial glance, it seems legit. Just gotta go back to their roadmap. I mean, roadmap, I don't think they had one. Let me take a look. Yeah, no roadmap. But definitely worth keeping an eye on. But I don't think it's going to be private sale only. IoTeX is getting listed on Gate.io and KuCoin today. Is it worth buying on exchanges? We can see if they announced any news, right? IoTeX. So it seems like they took raised private sale only. Let's let me take, go to the Telegram real quick. 65,000 people. Let's see here. Yeah, so tokens are getting listed. Okay, let me search for token metrics. Okay, so they do have a FAQ on token metrics, I believe. So they had no public sale. Okay, so they raised 25,000 Ether. They had 10 billion tokens. Okay, so 24% for the token sale. All right, so let me just pull up my spreadsheet real quick, guys. We may be onto something here because this has been on my radar for a while. Because this could be a post-ICO play. Okay. All right, guys, just give me a few minutes here, maybe a few seconds if it loads. I'll take the time out to say if you guys want to get the songs, people always ask, Where can they download the songs? Just go to soundcloud.com/Diary of a Made Man. Download 100x, Moon Lambo, Crypto Slowdown, Crypto Family, Crypto Retirement, and also have podcasts on there. Right, so if you want to get the audio of all these live streams. Okay, so let me look for IoTeX. So they had a great idea, obviously, because there was the blockchain, All-Star Advisors, All-Star Team. Community is huge. Yeah, so I had 30%. What do they do? So 24% of tokens were sold in the private sale. They had 6% community reward program. Like, I think that's why I got the 30. Anyway, that doesn't really change much. 10 million. Okay, so I think I had a different number here. All right, guys, just give me a minute to find. So the token price was 0.00000125 Ether. Okay, all right, so just times this by Ether. Oh man, wow. Yep, guys. IoTeX is an all-star. So IoT codename was an all-star. Let me update this. But the question is, to buy on exchanges or not? So I will probably just have to go back and see what price it opens at, then update the price on there to see how the market cap is. But I mean, this is legit, guys. IoTeX is legit. Let me just go to their Telegram group real quick here. Okay, so let's go back to the site and go over the idea now. All right, so now we know this really is legit. Right. I had it as a code name for a while, but I thought they were going to have a public sale, but it was canceled. So it's a decentralized network for Internet of Things. Right, so actually there's a demo on this site. There's a YouTube video. Powered by a privacy-centric blockchain. But anyway, guys, I'll be eyeing this. Thank you for sharing this, guys. This is definitely on my radar this next few days. All right, and I will see how it opens. All right, could be one of those. Could be the next Loom, right? Because Loom came out around ICO price for like a few weeks to a month, I think. Right, around between like 7 to 12 cents before going all the way to 70. Oh man, yeah. Obviously, guys, this is not financial advice. Do your own research, right? I'm just kind of doing my own research live on the air with you guys. But yeah, this is legit, man. This is legit. Let's see if there are any questions regarding this. You're looking to invest 10K. What is the best pick? Can I guide you? You're brand new to crypto. I cannot give you financial advice. Do your own research, right? But what I personally am looking at is, I mean, my top 5 ICOs this month for me, right? Which I have invested in because the top 5, right? Sparkster, Fantom Protocol, Gochain, Mainframe. I mean, coming up, what I'm going to be looking into are the ones I just kind of covered, right? I'm definitely going to be looking into IoTeX, getting some of that post-ICO, depending on what price it's going to open up at. If it's a very attractive price, what tokenomics are still great, then I'll go in. Actually, let me go look at tokenomics again, right? So right now it scores at 88.66%, almost 89%. Right? I mean, so basically, this would make it the second biggest project of the month, right? If we actually, I should update my rankings to now show that now that we know it's actually gonna happen. Right, so just bear with me for a moment here, guys. The best price we can get it at. And so let's say, because right now my share price is basically 0.007 cents. Right? Damn, really? Hold on, guys. This one I calculate something. What if we just did the 3 million token supply being sold and the reward program? Okay, all right. I think it's a better example. So let's assume 0.007 cents per token, and let's say there is about 22 million, right? I'm just kind of playing with the numbers, trying to see when they should get together. So 5 cents is not good. 2 cents. Okay, all right. Basically, anything under 3 cents is a go for me, based on the token metrics, right? So we know that there are 10 billion tokens, 26, I mean, yeah, 2.6 billion were sold during the private sale. Then 400 million is like some kind of community program, like a reward or whatever. So basically, 3 billion tokens are made available to the community, right? 30%. So if we take those 3 billion tokens as the ones that will be on exchanges the first few weeks to a month, right? ICO price was basically 0.007 cents. Assuming it goes, so there is about 20 million or so, right? Assuming it opens at a 4x, 4.5x, that's still a good buy according to the token metrics, right? So anything under 3 cents, I'm in, right? That gives it about a $90 million cap, right? And from there, if it's a blockchain, right, it can do a 5x, 10x, right? They do have a prototype. Website says testnet preview has been released on April 20th, 2018. Right? There's a demo on the webpage I'm gonna go look at, but I mean, this looks good, guys. Cap is high, but well, I mean, cap is low for the private sale, but let's see what price it opens up at, and yeah, I think it's gonna be legit, right? So anything under 3 cents, I think it's gonna be a good buy. Not financial advice. All right. Okay, we've been going for a while, guys. It's coming to 1 a.m. I have not finished my glass of wine. Is the glass half full or half empty? That is the question. That is the 100x question, right? Which project am I talking about? I'm talking about IoTeX. Maybe we can put it here in the chat, right? This, I mean, guys, it seems we just found a post-ICO play. Yeah, guys, cheers. Oh, so it's going on to Qcoin as well. Qcoin and Gate.io. Yeah, I mean, I think it's legit, but anything under 3 cents is good. Metadia, the next 100x, no, passed on that a long time ago. I think it was super early, not gonna have any prototype for a while. That's why I passed on it. Okay, next one. Thoughts on Transinet. Transinet. Let me pull that one up. Okay, I'm seeing a picture of a truck or a train. Is this an actual ICO? I think maybe spelling is wrong. What do you mean transient? Anyway, I'm not sure what. I'm not seeing anything on Google, so I'm gonna skip this for now. You guys are funny. I love them all. Next question. What do you think about autonomy? It's a decent project, but not an all-star in my opinion. So I'm gonna pass on it. Already answered Sparkster questions. All right, let's see if we got any lending block, London meeting. I mean, I had a chance to meet him in London. I mean, I straight up told them hit BTC is a horrible exchange, right? I would hope for better, right? So just basically waiting for a better exchange. I mean, it is below ICO price now, so I'm not the best camper, right? But I'm still holding. And I'll be patient. Maybe they pull up the X on us, right? But right now, I'm not pleased, right? I was expecting a better return on my tokens, right? But yeah, I mean, I think they'll be launching something in the summertime, right? So I mean, if it's not doing well by then, I'll likely be out or so, right? But I'm still holding for now. That's all I can really say for the most part. But I did tell them that they could use a better exchange. Light streams passed on that. Team was not an all-star in my book, so that was pretty straightforward. Interchain, they pitched at your Berlin tour. Thoughts? I mean, hey, thanks for coming to the Berlin tour. Interchain, passing on that, pitched. I mean, they're raising too much money for a DApp, right? So that's kind of a non-starter right now. But I mean, I haven't looked at tokenomics or anything like that. But I mean, if they're raising that much money, I think it was what, 26 million. Has my opinion on lending block changed? No, I'm still holding. Just hope they get a better exchange. They better move fast. I mean, that would be ideal. Fastest 100x or 10x from now. I mean, I think the fastest 10x from now, in my opinion, well, depends. I mean, probably the projects I mentioned, right? Sparkster, Phantasma, Gochain, mainframe. Those, I mean, but hey, I mean, IoTeX. Do not sleep on IoTeX. And I was watching that for a while. I thought they would do a public sale, but they ended up not having one. So I mean, even if they open up a $90 million cap, they could 10x from there to $1 billion, right? I mean, it could be the next IOTA, right? Not financial effects, obviously, right? But I'm gonna be watching that like a hawk. I should actually let me see if it's already out. Could be the move to save the bear market here. IoTeX. Sparkster 100x, not this year, in my opinion. But if it does say, I'll take it. Brazil Moon or not Brazil Moon? No Brazil Moon, not until they launch their full product, in my opinion. Crypto Curve, hard pass. Covered that early in the show because not an all-star team in my book, and I've been told by people close to the company, Gochain and others and advisors that I should avoid that. Okay, next, why no Moon? I'm not saying it's not gonna Moon. I'm just me personally not bullish on it. Well, I mean bullish, but not bullish enough compared to other projects. Right? It's a starter ICO, but I think there are better projects that will have a better ROI, in my opinion. Right? So then they also mentioned their security token, right? So I think they'll only really trade on their own exchange, right? I mean, so I'm not gonna participate in that at this point in time. My thoughts on Omnitude. I have not looked into that. Let's make this the last one, guys. Then I can go finish my wine while catching up on Billions and Silicon Valley and Westworld. Right, gonna watch Netflix TV. Right, I do watch TV, guys. Well, not much TV. Mainly doing work. Only TV I really watch live TV is just basketball, NBA playoffs. Right, I'm pulling for the Rockets to defeat the Warriors. Tired of them winning with too much. Anyway, I'm going to start your engines. Our token sale ends 31st May. Okay, what the heck do we do? Middleware plug-and-play blockchain built on Hyperledger Fabric for use across the whole spectrum of enterprise e-commerce platforms. Okay, seems like a bad idea just based on the description. But anyway, let's keep it moving. Let's keep on going. Okay, the roadmap here. Finalized business case 2018 Q1. Announced and same time they put out a white paper and a pre-sale creation of proof of concept token sale. This seems too early. Yeah, passing on this seems early based on. I mean, okay, so in 2018 Q1 they did all of this, right? They did a white paper and website went live, whitelisting pre-sale, creation of proof of concept, creation of proof of concept. I mean, I think it sounds like they started a proof of concept. Doesn't mean like they finished the proof of concept. Okay, maybe they did. Public release of code and GitHub repo. Token sale. Did all that in the same quarter. Kind of find that hard to believe. Yeah, gonna have to. Okay, they got a full roadmap. Let me go to that. Okay, let's see here. Okay, I mean, when they have KYC completed on their roadmap, that's a bad sign. I guess that's the business side. Let me go to the technical side. Okay, finalize business case, define minimum viable ecosystem, launch alpha version of Hyperledger Stack, build and test proof of concept, iteratively ongoing, discover design build review, blah blah blah. Okay, I'm questioning their prototype. Okay, well let's go to the team. Okay, gonna have to pull up their LinkedIn's here. Okay, so first one up that's loading is Chris Painter. Why is this guy loading? Okay, so taking a while. right, let's see here. Blockchain. Omnitude is a blockchain e-commerce platform. Okay, before that, it was managing director, pixel by pixel. Okay. And we got Vladimir. Before that, it was co-founder CS Card. Okay. Then we got James. Solution architect, Turner Broadcasting System. Okay. Solutions, senior software engineer, Hyperion Solutions. Okay, all right. Let's see who else they got. Martin. Martin was previously solutions director for DHL Supply Chain. Okay, all right. DHL is a pretty big company. Ben Bennett. Ben Bennett. But anyway, before we even doing all that, this is a pretty long team. I don't feel like going through all that, but let's see if we can skip some of this. Ah, man, you gotta sign up for the website to get tokenomics. I'm passing on that. That's like a paywall. That means they're probably not good. That's why they're doing that. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm out. All right, guys. Let's wrap up the show. All right, it's been a long live stream. Wanted to come back and give you guys something. All right. No paywall. Well, not a paywall, but I'm not trying to fill all that stuff right now. Right. But anyway, guys, almost 2 hours on the live stream. All right. Thank you guys for the support, for joining. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Like to the moon. All right. I'm here in Berlin, Germany, on the way to Prague on Friday. We got a Crypto World Tour event on Saturday, guys. This event is getting big. It's getting big time. The hottest ICO of the month, right, came from a Crypto World Tour event. They came to London, were trying to pitch, didn't get a chance, right? Flew all the way from London to Amsterdam to pitch. Almost didn't get a chance. They came, they pitched, they won. The fans, the audience chose them as the ICO, right? Gave them a chance to give a longer pitch. And hey, they got my attention, did my homework on it, right? And guys, if you come to the Crypto World Tour event, I would love to just meet all you guys, chop it up, hear your wins, how you got the 10x, the 20x, 100x, right? And hopefully future 1000x, right? And also hear how you got wrecked, right? Because there are ups and downs in crypto, right? But we're all crypto family, right? So sticking together through this thing because we are early, right? We are all believers, which is a new song coming out called "Are You a Believer?" Right? Do you believe in blockchain? Do you believe in crypto? And how it's going to transform the world, right? So if you believe, right, like you will ride the wave when it's because you got to be a believer in those bad times. When it's a bear market, it's tough, it's rough out there, right? When one chain goes down a lot, or PundiX. PundiX is a perfect story, guys. PundiX, if you held that bag, if you're hodling, you were a believer. Not maybe not a believer in the technology, right? But a believer in your 20x coming, right? So that's kind of what's going on, right? So just kind of recap the live stream. I think the best discovery on the entire live stream was IoTeX. It was about to launch on exchanges. I had that as the IoT code name, ICO, on my spreadsheet for a while, but I wasn't showing token metrics because I only got them through a third party. And I guess now they're live on the site, and it's been confirmed. There will be no public sale going straight to exchanges. All right, I think anything under 3 cents, right, is basically a good value for me right now, assuming only the tokens from the private sale and the community program are liquid, right? If the team starts selling their tokens, then forget everything, right? But assuming the token supply is under 3 billion, basically, right? Initially, right? If the team starts selling tokens, then that's different. Changes up all the token metrics. But anything under 3 cents, I will likely buy. I'm probably gonna have to get my ether though, because I'm out of ether. Right? I recently just went into Phantasma, Sparkster. I did Gochain this month. So actually, I've been pretty active. 3 ICOs in the last month or so. Right, so I'm kind of out of ether for now. Zebi, I'm not taking profits on Zebi, surprisingly, because crypto as an exchange sucks. Like KYC on there has been taking a while, and I've been too busy to fill out their stuff. Right, so, and I've heard that they're probably going to go into OKX. I think I was reading in a Telegram group somewhere, right? So if they go into OKX, I'm probably going to have to make an account and go on there, right? But yeah, guys, I mean, OKX exit scam. I haven't heard about that. I have to. Okay, I have to look into that, guys. Not sure why people are saying that. Right? I'll try to do more of these live streams, but it's going to be. Then we're coming to Africa, guys. Africa World Tour is coming. We're going to Cairo, Egypt, going to Accra, Ghana, Lagos, Nigeria, Kampala, Uganda, Nairobi, Kenya. Then we're going to Cape Town, South Africa. This is truly a global world tour, guys. I mean, to the world, to the moon and beyond. Right. So, guys, thank you for all the support. I love hearing all your stories around the world. It's been a great journey. Right. As you guys know, one of my goals when I quit IBM was to travel the world and just see the world. And it's great doing it while meeting people in crypto and blockchain, and more importantly, in my community. Right. Because it does feel like a crypto family everywhere we go. Right. And we're now bringing in sponsors. So we're really about to blow up. I mean, guys, they think we're big now, but they have no idea. I mean, like I told you guys, the people, I just had an all-star from Hollywood. I mean, the same guy who's working with Beyonce is now repping me, right? The same guy working with Will Smith is repping a crypto dude. I mean, that's wild, right? So we're in early conversations. We're trying to pitch our TV show, Diary of a Made Man, right? Trying to pitch that to networks, whether Netflix or CNBC or whatever. Right? You will see us on TV, guys. You will see us soon. Live and direct, going mainstream. I mean, just really honored to have the pleasure to have the video producer for Drake, the hottest rapper in the game, Drake, right? His last music video, Nice for What? The same guy that produced that once is in crypto and wants to work with us to produce 100x and Crypto Sold Out music video. I mean, right now we're already planning it out. I mean, it's ridiculous, guys. It's been one hell of a rocket ship. All right, glad to have you guys on board. Right, still working on the Balina token. Right, we've done it won't be called Balina token. We'll call something else. Right, I don't want to put my name on it, but the idea is I filed the registration with the SEC. Right now, my securities lawyer says we have to file or create a private placement document for that. So she's going to be doing that, all that stuff, right? Still in the early phases of creating the spreadsheet application. Everything kind of got delayed with the hack, with the traveling, and the crypto world tour, and sponsors and the deals, right? But hey, guys, I mean, we're coming, right? Everything's going to blow up, and I want to take all of us to the moon. All right, guys. With that being said, I'll see you guys on the moon. Until next time. See you guys in Prague. If you're in Prague, let's link up to the moon.